and welcome to another October video. So today we are doing something I've been looking forward to. We are gonna go through my October reading list, and no, I will not be reading all of this in October. I thought I would give myself some options, you know. So to start off, I got this book, which is Sapiens. I am absolutely obsessed. Now, this book doesn't really have anything to do with October, but I have been reading it since September, so I just genuinely wanted to recommend it because it's such a good book. It's basically about the human species, but not only this human species, but also the other species that used to live with us before. And it's so interesting, and there's so much in this book that makes me like understand humanity a lot more. I don't know how to describe it. It's such a good read, and even though it is very like high knowledge kind of, you learn a lot from reading it, but I would say it's a very easy, simple book to read. I really recommend this book. So, over to the more October themed books. I thought I would pick up It by Stephen King, simply because, well, the movie is/has been in theaters, and I made a plan because I kind of want to watch it because the guy who plays the clown is Swedish, so, you know, Scandinavia represented, and it's Stephen King, so it's bound to be good. But I do have a fear of clowns, so my plan is to read the book first and then see the film, so I know exactly what I'm going to, I think. That's my plan. In my head, this is a good idea. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna take so long. Unless, I mean, I do have these times when I get super into reading and I literally just read all day, every day, and then I can read a book like this in like a week. But I don't know, we'll see. I'm very excited, so I think it's gonna be a really good read. My third book on the list is The Girls by the author Emma Cline, and I have seen this book in the stores, and then when I went to the bookstores and asked for recommendations for books to read this autumn, the woman who worked there really recommended this one, and as far as I understand, it's set in the 1960s, and there's this girl who gets mixed into kind of this cult thing that goes on, and I think there are murders and death and blood and all of that, but I haven't read it, so I don't really know. I will read the back of this. Okay. It's the summer of 1969, and restless, empty day stretches ahead of her, until she sees them, the girls, hair long and uncombed, jewelry catching the sun, and at their center, Susan, black-haired and beautiful. If not for Susan, she might not even have gone, but intoxicated by her and the life she promises, Evie follows the girls back to the decaying ranch where they live. Was there a warning, a sign of what was coming, or did Evie know already that there was no way back? So I'm feeling good vibes from this book, okay? And then next we have The Psychopath Test by Jon Ronson, and I picked this up because I'm very interested in psychology and basically like why people do like they do, and sociology and all of that fun stuff. I believe this is more about society and how normality isn't necessarily normality. I'm gonna read the back of this one as well. What if society wasn't fundamentally rational but was motivated by insanity? This thought sets Jon Ronson on an utterly compelling adventure into the world of madness. Along the way, John meets psychopaths, those whose lives have been touched by madness and those whose job is to diagnose it. You get me? Including the influential psychologists who developed the psychopath test from whom Jon learns the art of psychopath spotting. A skill which seemingly reveals that madness could indeed be at the heart of everything. Combining Jon's trademark humor, charm and investigative incision, the psychopath test is both entertaining and honest, unearthing dangerous truths and asking serious questions about how we define normality in a world where we are increasingly judged by our maddest edges. So I think it's going to be kind of a fun book to read, but also very interesting if you are into like the thoughts of people. I do believe it touches on like people who control the world a bit. I think I read that online somewhere, but I don't know. I haven't read these books, so I will probably make a video about what I think about them afterwards. I think that will be cool. And the final book that I picked up is a book I've wanted to read for quite a few years now, and it is Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. And I haven't really read anything by Terry Pratchett before, but I do enjoy Neil Gaiman, and this is kind of a famous book as well, and it's kind of about more of a humoristic take of the end of the world, which is interesting. People have been predicting the end of the world almost from its very beginning, so it's only natural to be skeptical when a new date is set for Judgment Day. What if, for once, the predictions are right and the apocalypse really is due to arrive next Saturday just after tea? You could spend the time left drowning your sorrows, giving away all your possessions in preparation for the rapture, or laughing it off as hopefully just another hoax. Or could you just try to do something about it? It sounds fun, and I wanted to read it for so long, so I decided that this will be the year. And that was all I had for you today. I hope you enjoyed. As I said, I will probably update you on what I think about these books. It's probably gonna be next year, but yeah, really looking forward to reading all of them. And I hope you found some inspiration to pick up a book or two this autumn. And yeah, I see you in the next video. Bye!